Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're talking about Tesla and why Tesla absolutely, unequivocally has to succeed for the United States of America. I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons why Tesla absolutely has to succeed, because it is so important, and why every American should absolutely support Tesla. Now, for full disclosure, I own 0 shares in Tesla stock. I know no one that owns Tesla shares. I don't own a Tesla car. I know no one that works for Tesla, so I have no ties to Tesla whatsoever. However, last week I was looking into Tesla stock on this channel because I break down stocks every single week, and you guys suggested Tesla. I broke down Tesla stock and I looked into the company. And remember, in that video, I actually said I would not buy Tesla stock. But I was looking into the company, and when I saw all the incredible things they're doing, as an American, it made me very proud, and it made me realize as an American how vital it is for Tesla to succeed. And I actually had a whole different video I was going to plan on doing tonight and whatnot, and I got in an argument with some friends on why Tesla absolutely is so important for them to succeed for America's sake. And now I want to share those reasons with you guys. So I hope you enjoy this a lot. Hit a thumbs up button if you guys enjoy this video today. So, reason number 1, 6 million people a year get into car accidents. There's 6 million plus accidents per year in the United States of America. Those auto accidents cause people to pay much higher insurance rates. They cause everybody in general to pay higher insurance rates. They take away time from everybody. They require more police officers and everybody needing to be there and whatnot, because over 3 million people a year actually get injured in car accidents. Over 3 million per year get injured in those car accidents, which means you need more medical staff and all those kinds of things. When someone gets injured in a car accident, that distracts from whatever they're doing in their life at that point in time. So you're talking about a huge economic burden by basically having auto accidents. Now, do I believe these autopilot type cars that Tesla has and whatnot could eliminate 100% of accidents? No, I don't. But I could totally see a future, 10, 20, 30 years out, where 90+% of the car accidents are cut down, which would be a tremendous thing for people's spending power, because then they have to pay much lower insurance rates, and taking away time from doing this or doing that. I didn't get in a car accident, but I did hit something in the road. This was a few months ago. And I made a judgment call that I thought I could make it over this. I think it was a hard hat in the road or something. It was some type of thing in the highway when I was driving. And I saw it all of a sudden, and I'm like, I think I can make it over. And sure enough, whatever it was tall enough that it hit the tubes that go underneath my car. Guess what? I ended up having to go in to get that car checked out and whatnot. Sure enough, the tubes were messed up. The insurance had to pay out $2,000 for those tubes. I had to pay out $500 deductible. Now my insurance is even higher. If I had an autopilot car, I probably would have avoided that, because it probably would have seen it way before I saw it. And it probably would have made a judgment call like, okay, we can't clear that. We need to switch lanes over here. And it would have made all these maneuvers, so that would have never even happened. That's the future I imagine. And think about all the accidents. And almost 40,000 people a year die in car accidents. Think about that. Almost 40,000 people die. And we just kind of are like okay with that number, in America. It's like, oh yeah, that's just the way things go. Imagine if 40,000 people died any other way. We would be making such a big deal about it. Imagine if police officers went and killed 40,000 people next month. Imagine if 40,000 soldiers died in Iraq or Afghanistan next month. We would be making a huge deal about it. Imagine if a terrorist killed 40,000 Americans. They'd be on the news for a year straight, and we would have a memorial for that day forever. World Trade Center, less than 3,000 people died. And we still talk about it every single year, multiple times per year. But no, 40,000 Americans, they die in car accidents. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. It's the price of doing business. unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me. So this is the main reason why every American should push for Tesla to succeed, absolutely, or any car that's trying to be an electric car manufacturer with the autopilot systems and whatnot, because we need to cut down on this substantially. It would be a tremendous thing because, one, you're going to have a lot more people living. Two, you're going to take a big economic burden off people and make it a lot better out there. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is it's clear that electric vehicles, autopilot cars, self-driving cars, whatever you want to call them, that's the future. That is the future. So America could sit back and say, you know, okay, whatever happens, happens, and China could win this, or Europe could win this. Well, America, do we want that tax revenue? I would think so. Just the way, imagine if Apple didn't succeed. Imagine if instead of us all buying iPhones and iPads, we were buying some Chinese company. Imagine how much less in taxes we'd be getting in from Apple each year. Apple makes, I don't know, $50 billion per year or whatnot, and they have tens of thousands of employees all over the United States, if not hundreds of thousands when you count in the retail employees and whatnot. So a huge, huge deal. And then, by the way, a lot of those Apple employees, especially at the corporate office, are all making 100K plus, and tons of them are making million plus a year. So, and they're all paying their 30, 40% tax rate a year to the government. So it's very vital that Tesla succeeds. And in Tesla succeeding, then there'll be a lot of, I guess you could say, indirect suppliers and things that sell things into Tesla that are hopefully also American companies. And then those companies get bigger and bigger and hire more employees, actually have a decent paying job. So for the economic reason, it's very, very important that America wins this game, the same way America won the smartphone game, same way America won the computer game. Because if America loses this game, we're going to lose out on a ton of tax revenue, and we're going to lose out on a ton of pride, honestly, too, on top of it. You know, it's pretty cool when you can say, oh, my country did this, that we're proud of this. It's a really cool thing. So that is reason number two why America needs to succeed in this game. Reason number three is because electric cars and autopilot systems would cut down on traffic a great deal. A great deal. Think about it this way. A regular human, we have to pretty much give the car in front of us at least 3-4 car lengths to feel comfortable if you're driving on the highway. Maybe a little less on side streets and things like that, but if you're driving on the highway, you need at least 3 to 4 car lengths to feel comfortable on the highway, right? Well, in an autopilot car, a self-driving car, those cars could be this far apart. Literally this far apart, and everything copacetic, because this car is talking to that car, and if that car has to do something, this car knows it, so they adjust instantly, which would cut down on the amount of traffic substantially. Think about it when you're driving on the highway and some car needs to get over from the far left lane to the far right lane. What happens? That person has to start slowing down, then they put on their directional, and this person doesn't let them go, and they go fast, and this person slows way down to let them go, and that clogs up that whole lane, and then we got this car, and then they're like, oh shoot, should I go? And then they start slowly moving over. Okay, now they're in this lane, and now this lane, this guy, he's not letting them go, so he goes ahead, and then this guy's not letting them, so he goes ahead, and now this lane's all still clogged way up at this point. And then finally someone lets him in, you know, he moves over. Then this lane's way slowed up now because it's just boom, 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 boom. And it causes traffic jams. And this happens on almost every single highway in every single city, major city in the entire United States. And then on top of that, that's a lot of the reason a lot of accidents happen. If it's an autopilot system where all the cars are talking to each other, this car is in the far left lane, and all the 100 cars around it all know that that car needs to get over. So they could just barely budge out of the way and whoop, you're right in that lane, whoop, right off the highway. It'd be that freaking simple. That simple. Instead of these huge traffic jams, it is estimated that each year over $125 billion is cost to the U.S. economy, basically. So in fuel costs, which is like a direct contributor, you know, if you're stuck in traffic, you're burning gas, which again costs money. That gas costs you money. And then indirect things are things like meetings missed because of traffic and things like that. Say I'm stuck in traffic. I miss a meeting with a customer. They decided they're going to leave because they don't want to wait around for me all day. And guess what? That meeting doesn't get made, and then somehow the deal doesn't get made. They don't spend that money with me, and so I can't go spend that money somewhere else because then they're mad at me. These type of situations happen all across America, every single city in America, every single day. That's why it costs America so much money being in traffic. So to me, when I kind of step back and I look at this, I say to myself, it's so vital for Tesla to succeed. It's like a no-brainer. If they fail, it's a huge bad thing for everybody because they're so far out in front of everybody in the technology game right now, pushing innovation, pushing this whole thing forward. I didn't think I would see the kind of technology like the Autopilot 2.0 until I was probably in my 40s, that type of stuff. I didn't think I would see it until I was well in my 40s. I'm seeing it over a decade earlier than that. That is freaking phenomenal. It's all happening way faster than anyone really expected. So I look at this and I say, you know, Americans, if you're an American, you absolutely have to back Tesla. And even if you're, or any company that's similar to Tesla, and even if you're not an American, I still think it's vital to support, you know, this type of technology because, you know, I guarantee you in Europe, there's a ton of traffic deaths, in China and India and all these other places. So the fact that Tesla's moving the ball so fast and in such a rapid pace, that's going to help out the rest of the world cut down on all these issues. Thank you so much for watching this today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you do not already have a subscription to this channel, you may want to because I talk about personal finance, talk about entrepreneurship. I'm an entrepreneur. I talk a lot about the stock market. And every once in a while, I do a random video like we did today that's kind of somewhat business related, I guess you could say. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.